I think I'll partake in some spirited driving.
Huh?
Is this you when you drive your Mazda? If it is, it's a good thing you're watching this video because I'm going to show you how I installed a pair of paddle shifters on my Mazda 3. The parts you're going to need for this install are the paddle shifters, a wiring harness, a steering wheel back cover, 4 half-inch long number 10-32 screws. And if your car was built in Mexico, you'll need a drill and tap set for those screws. Now I got all of my Mazda parts from Mazdaswag.com, and you can get the drill and tap set and those screws from any local hardware store. To start this install off, we'll want to be removing the airbag, but before messing around with the airbag, I highly suggest you jack up the car and disconnect your battery.
We definitely do not want this thing exploding.
So to remove the airbag, you'll have to be able to spin the steering wheel in order to get access to the clips holding it in place. Here's a quick demonstration on how to remove the airbag with the steering wheel out of the car.
These are the holes that you use for the side clips, and this is the bottom hole that you use for the bottom clip. All you have to do is stick it in there, and it pops right out. Now these side clips are a little bit trickier. They're at an angle, so you want to go in like so and push towards the center. It should pop right out. Same idea on the other side. There we go.
Of course, the steering wheel will still be on the car when you remove it, so the process is going to look something like this.
Oh, jeez. There we go, baby.
Once you remove the airbag, there's going to be a ground wire you want to unplug, and an orange and yellow wire. To remove these wires, you want to pull up on that black plastic piece in the center of the clip.
Do not lose those black tips. Wow, that was close.
Now pinch the sides of the clip and pull it out.
Holy shit, bro. This shit is pissing me off. Okay, there we go. Jesus freaking Christ. She's out.
Now go ahead and grab a 21mm socket, an above average extension,
He's pulling his cock out!
and a breaker bar. Once you take out that bolt, you can remove that white clip and give the steering wheel a few taps and it should come right off.
She's off. Let's go. Alright, let's go ahead and remove this back plate. Damn, this one's in there. Here we go. Slides right off. Now let's grab our paddle shifter wiring loom. Blue goes to negative, white goes to positive. Now we can go ahead and fish these guys to the proper holes.
Now I'm not gonna lie, fishing these wires through sucked ass.
Jesus.
The hardest part was trying to fit the clip through this hole that was just small enough to where it couldn't fit. But when you finally get that clip through the hole, all you have to do is plug the clips into the paddle shifters, snap the paddle shifters in place, and this is what the end product should look like. So from what I understand, if your car was built in Japan, the threads exist in your steering wheel already, and you can skip this step entirely. But if you're like me, and your car was built in Mexico, you'll have to tap the threads in yourself. But there's nothing to freak out about because it's actually super easy. All you need is that drill and tap set that I showed you earlier in the video, 4.5mm socket, and a ratchet. And all you have to do for this process is align the tap so it's straight up and down, slowly start the threads, and this is about as far as you want to go with the tap. So with those holes tapped, we can go ahead and put on the new backplate. You need an 1/8 inch Allen key for these screws.
Oh yeah, that is nice. Now we need to connect this paddle shifter clip to this main steering wheel clip. Here's a wiring harness that we bought. This is actually the exact same wiring harness in our steering wheel.
The only difference is the wiring loom that we bought has the proper wires needed to connect the paddle shifters to the main steering wheel clip, and those proper wires are coated in that green material.
So to remove these 3 wires from that big clip, you want to pull up on this little piece of slim plastic. So it's only going to move a little bit, but that's all you need. Now you're going to see some square holes and then some weird holes above those square holes. You want to take your small pick, shove your wire into the weird looking holes, and this will release the secondary clip that's holding in the wire. So push it in there, and then we can pull out this teal wire, like so.
And just do the same process for the other 2 wires.
Alright, so we got these wires removed. So, to put these 3 exposed wires into this clip, we're first going to lift up on this plastic piece while you pull up on the clip. And it's only going to lift up a little bit. That's all I need. Let's plug these wires in. It goes teal on the left side, white and blue, and finally light blue. Alrighty. These wires are fully seated, and I was able to push this clip back down. If you have trouble pushing the clip down, these wires probably are not in all the way. So now our paddle shifters are connected to the main steering wheel wiring harness clip. All right, paddle shifters installed. All we have to do now is just put on steering wheel, line everything up. Let's thread this bolt in, torquing it to 36 pound-feet of torque. I couldn't find an exact torque measure, so I'm gonna do 36. You do whatever you want. She spins. Plug in this clip. Now we can install this airbag. All right, so snap that one in, snap that one in, push those black clips in, and they are installed. Plug in the ground. This is what you want it to look like. That green wiring loom plugged in, the exposed wires plugged into the main clip, 2 airbags, and the ground. This airbag back in place.
Let's hook up the battery, lower the car, start it up, and see if all that effort paid off.
Oh yeah, baby. She works. Was it worth it? Fuck yeah, it was.